Hey guys, Epicenter Brian here. Hey, we're about to put another batch of Indian food in our home freeze dryer. And so this just got picked up, and John's going to tell you what we're going to put in the machine. Now we're doing, on each tray, we're going to do 2 orders of each of these 4 items. What's the first one, John?
The first one is lamb curry. Today we were talking about how much we like lamb, so we got 2 lamb dishes here. You always got to have curry. Now Brian ordered it mild. The curry at the curry bowl is usually pretty spicy, so even though it's ordered mild, it's going to have some heat to it. The next one is lamb vindaloo. Now this is a potato dish. It's potatoes in a spicy sauce. Again, mild spicy. And then we got 2 vegan dishes. The first one here is Bhendi Masala, and that is a masala sauce, and it has okra in it. And oh man, I love okra. We're going to see how okra freeze dries. That's going to be the experiment of the day here. The next one is Aloo Gobi, and you know, I'm sorry that I'm mangling these pronunciations. But this is a good-looking word, Aloo Gobi, A-L-O-O-G-O-B-I. I wish I knew how to pronounce it. Now it's cauliflower. So the reason we got that is vegan for Jessica's sake, but also we want to see what happens to cauliflower in the freeze dryer. So we got those 4 dishes, and we got a ton of rice, because you can't have Indian food without rice. Let's do it.
This is what everything looks like straight out of the packages. This is the okra dish, the cauliflower, and the lamb curry, and then the lamb with potatoes. And so you can see we'll need to break down the cauliflower a little bit, but I think the one with okra is going to work just as is. And then we'll need to break down the lamb, I believe, a little bit, and maybe those potatoes. Let me show you what they look like going into the freeze dryer. So there is the okra dish, and basically I didn't do anything to that, just spread it out. This one is the cauliflower dish, and you can see I broke up the cauliflower into reasonable sizes. This one is the lamb curry, and again I cut the lamb up. That's what that one looks like. And this one is the lamb and potatoes. And that's looking good. Alright, so we are going to try the Bhendi Masala. This is the one with okra in it. We're going to try to do about half of this. I put 2 orders in that container. So we're just eyeballing that. And then for John and me, for the boys,
Yum.
it's lamb. And so here we go. This is lamb curry, all freeze dried. Alright, we're going to start with about a cup in each one of these, and I think it's going to take about a cup and a half, but we'll see how that goes once we get that started. It always looks like you're putting too much in, but remember that that water is going to be soaking into the okra, and in this case over here it has to soak into our lamb, so that's about a cup in there. And I'm going to put a little bit more because I'm pretty sure this is going to need more.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And then we'll kind of check the consistency here with the fresh stuff. This is how liquidy the sauce is for the lamb curry. So we're going to try to get this to be about that thickness. And again over here, this is even more liquidy.
Almost soup.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what we're going to shoot for. So it looks like this is going to need some more liquid in this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's put some more in there. And we'll check that one too. What do you think? Is that getting closer?
Okra's still pretty crispy.
Okay.
Oh, it smells delish, doesn't it?
Three pieces of okra. Oh Yeah, spicy, huh?
That's what it says.
Here
But
we
it's
go.
not. Jessica's going to be okay with the spice, though.
There's something on the lens of this camera.
There is?
Yeah, there's like a little weird yellow dot. John says it's mild.
Yeah,
Oh, so you think that is marked incorrectly?
they marked it incorrectly. We did, in fact, get a mild, at least on the okra part.
Okay.
Bhendi Masala. And this is a pretty good dish. The okra figures strong in the flavor profile. Yeah. It's an okra flavor and not much else.
Okay, well, that's pretty good. You know, for a vegan item, that's still pretty darn tasty. Are you going to try this?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's do it.
It's spicier than mild.
I'm excited. Doesn't really smell spicy to me, but we shall see.
I'm taking some of that too, John.
Little palate cleanser.
This isn't spicy at all.
It's got a little bit of a bite, but it's pretty mild.
It's very mild,
sorry.
but it's still really good. The
Yum.
okra isn't, sometimes when people cook okra, it gets slimy kind
Yeah.
of. This is very fresh tasting. The sauce flavor is good. It's kind of like tomatoey. I like it.
So here are the guys
pretty good.
enjoying their okra vegan dish.
I think I'm going to take the girls to curry bowl.
It's really good food, isn't it?
Fantastic.
All right. Well, that's the fresh.
Ooh,
So that's ready?
yeah, yum. It feels like one is a little. There's a couple in here that are a little firm.
Well,
But-
why don't you grab a fork and try one of those? Oh, you're going to serve
I'm-
up anyway, huh?
I'm gonna serve up anyway. Yum.
Bhendi Masala.
Okay, kiddo.
I tried a piece just to see, and it was soft to me, so maybe there were some that didn't get stirred in quite well.
Did this work?
This is a little tad spicier than the first one. It tastes a little more oily, but the flavor just melded into these okra. It is so good. Oh my gosh. I almost like the freeze-dried version better.
Really?
I think because the sauce is a little less thin, that there's a more concentrated flavor, and because it, the freeze drying, it froze together and then it rose to temperature together with the sauce, it kind of infused the okra a little bit more.
Oh yeah.
This actually has some spice to me.
This is spicier than what we just got today?
Yes,
Okay.
to me.
But it could be just the fact that everything is all infused from the freeze-drying process.
And it's
The flavor has,
a little bit more concentrated.
yeah,
Huh.
so good.
John, you just tried it. Talk to these people, John.
It's extremely tasty. I feel like I can tell the difference between the reconstituted freeze-dried okra and the fresh, but I got no issues with it. No beef with the okra.
All the textures pretty much normal? Okay. All right,
The
well, that's
okra-
good to know.
The okra, the middle bits are a little bit chewier, which might just be because, we had just a loose top on the bowl. It wasn't completely sealed to heat up together, but this is good.
All right.
I almost like the freeze-dried version better.
Huh.
Really
Okay.
tasty.
That was a big enough hit that it's gone.
Oh, wow.
Huh.
Yeah, I want more of that.
Me too.
Okay, well, we have some fresh left.
I will be eating that.
You will?
I will. Mom gets to have naan and her yogurt, so I'm gonna take the vegan food
Okay.
and make salad.
All right. So the okra actually worked out well. I'm kind of surprised that did so well. Anyway, it's very good. If you like okra, do it in the freeze dryer.
Amen.
I was really impressed by the okra. I don't think I've eaten anything like Indian based since I became vegan again, and I was really impressed by it, but especially the rehydrated one was so good, and it was just a teensy bit spicier than the fresh stuff, which I like spice. These people don't, but I do. But
Spice, we don't like heat spice.
I like mouth on fire. I eat stuff with buffalo sauce by itself as a condiment because my mouth likes spice. But it was really good. I'm looking forward to trying some more of the non-meat friendly dishes.
All right. Well, we have one more ready to go for
Yay.
this week. What do you think, John?
Let's take a look. Or a taste.
This is a huge piece of lamb here, isn't it? Okay, gotta get some of that sauce. Okay, and we're hoping this isn't spicy. Let's see what happens.
So we're really the only ones that like the lamb around here, huh?
Ooh, yum. It's got a little spice, but this is not over the top. Yeah, this is really good.
Whoa.
Did you get a nice piece of ginger?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They do lamb right.
Yeah, this is good. I may need a fork for this lamb, though.
Emily says, "Where's my lamb?"
Could you grab me a fork?
They do their lamb really well. I know some people that don't care for lamb because they say it's one of those meats that sometimes tastes like the outside of the animal. But lamb done right, this is so good. This is spicier. This is spicy. I got a little bit of a sweat going here in the brow.
All right, well, we're going to be comparing it to what we freeze-dried, so that'll be fun. Do I need to get you some milk?
No, we don't have milk. I can take it.
This yogurt might work.
That's true. Yogurt naan.
And you have a salad over here.
I do. I scammed on one of the salads that you got.
And that also came from Curry Ball.
It's very good.
I'm eating naan.
John's going in for seconds. Empty bowl. Yep.
Scarf down more lamb.
More of the fresh lamb.
One more taste of the fresh lamb before we dig into the freeze-dried lamb so I can do a proper A-B.
Stick with that excuse, John.
And here's the patient dog still waiting for droppings.
Hi.
I gave him a
No
couple of carrots.
You can have carrots, but you can't have lamb.
All right, shall we begin the foray into the freeze-dried lamb curry?
The final test.
Okay. All right. So, in order to get a good freeze dry on this lamb, Brian did cut. You cut these, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian chopped this lamb up a little bit so that it would rehydrate well. So the consistency of the dish itself looks a little bit different because there's just more stringy meat throughout the sauce rather than big pieces of lamb. So it looks a little different texture-wise. And hopefully this meat rehydrated fully. So far, so good. Couple are just not 100% there. So it takes a long time.
How long do you think we've had water in this, John?
Almost a half hour.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it does take a long time with the lamb. It's such a dense meat. Very lean. And this isn't as spicy as the fresh.
Okay. The lamb is not 100% rehydrated. And I really think ground lamb is going to work well. So we actually had them make us a couple of dishes today that have ground lamb in them, and dal, which are lentils. So we're going to try that, John. We'll freeze dry some of that and see if that rehydrates better than shredded lamb. But a half an hour, you know, I would have thought that the lamb would have been rehydrated by now, but
What about the heat of the water? Could that have made a difference if it was hotter?
maybe.
That's what I'm thinking, that, you know, because you can rehydrate anything with water. It just takes longer. But if you have that boiling temperature and put it in.
Well, it was boiling when I started, but
Well, yeah, but not.
not a half an hour later. This is not a fail. This is not a fail at all. It definitely works, but I think it's going to take longer to rehydrate the lamb. So we'll see how the ground lamb works. So stay tuned for that video.
And John Shape is having seconds again.
Happy enough about it to have more.
We'll just keep calling them seconds for John.
Third seconds and fourth seconds.
This is the Aloo Gobi, which is the cauliflower dish that is vegan that Jessica can have. So we're going to get that ready to go. We have a batch from a couple of days ago here, and we're going to try that fairly fresh. And then instead of the lamb vindaloo, I had to make a special lamb dish for us. Now the vindaloo, I cut the lamb up the same size as the other lamb dish that we already tried. And we know that that's going to take a little bit more time to rehydrate. We're kind of don't have a lot of time. So we're going to do this instead. This has ground lamb. This is not on the menu. It's called Keema Dal. So it is a lentil based. It's got some vegetables in it, and it's got ground lamb. And we all know ground beef rehydrates really well. I think that the ground lamb is going to rehydrate really well. So we're going to try that instead. So we have a serving of it here, and we're going to rehydrate this. So anyway, this will take a few minutes, and then we'll get started trying the fresh stuff. Okay, we're going to start with 1 1/4 cups of hot water. We're going to do that for both. Okay, so this is 1 cup here. Okay.
That is some thirsty Indian food.
Okay, and this is about another quarter of a cup here. And here we go, another quarter of a cup over here as well. Okay, so we'll stir those around a little bit and check back with them, and let's eat some fresh stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of like lasagna in that way.
Okay, so you're the first guinea pig.
I'm a guinea pig, a happy guinea pig. Get there's a little chunk of tomato. I saw some bell peppers, obviously cauliflower. I'll cut up a little piece there. The sauce, I think there is potato in this, or there isn't.
No, I'm not sure.
I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
see it.
Anyway,
Yes, there is.
You like that one?
I like it a lot. John was right. It's pretty spicy.
It is?
It's
I just
spicy.
had a feeling.
It didn't smell spicy. It's spicy for me, so I think John is going to need to add a lot of rice to that
Uh-oh.
to kind of cool it down. Oh my gosh, this is really good though.
All right.
I like this better than the okra one. The okra was really good, but this is really good. What?
What did you just say?
What did I just say?
I think he said, hell yeah, this is good.
Hell yeah. I'm super digging this. It's really
I had a prediction that since they were making a vegan dish, that in the kitchen they'd be saying, there's no flavor in this, and they would make it extra spicy, even though we didn't request it. So I'm going to have this big piece of cauliflower, and then I'm going to sweat.
Okay, now this is from the batch where the ticket said spicy next to everything, remember?
Yeah.
Oh,
Normally we get things mild because we all sort of have the Scandinavian tongue here. So, but look at this. Spicy, 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 spicy. We think that there might have been some miscommunication in the kitchen, and we're going to tough it out, see what happens. Of course, we've got the rice, we've got the naan, and the yogurt-based dipping sauce for the naan. I'm hungry.
all right. Let's get ready.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah, this is pretty spicy. Woo! All right. Okay.
All right. Oh, okay. Well, we have lots.
Yeah, that's spicy. I'm gonna do some of the yogurt sauce here to kind of cleanse the palate.
Yeah, show them this bread, this
Oh.
naan that they make. Look at all that beautiful garlic
Yeah.
on there. Isn't that gorgeous?
This is so good. The food from this place is marvelous.
This does have a little zip to it. Got the potato there. Let's try a little piece of cauliflower. That's actually a pretty big piece. Now this has a nice crunch to the cauliflower. It's done just perfectly. Okay, that's really good. It does have some zip to it though.
It does. Cauliflower is becoming a nice trendy flavor delivery system, especially here in the Northwest. There's a new dish you'll find in a lot of places with buffalo cauliflower. It's pretty good for the vegans and vegetarians who won't have the buffalo wings.
I love buffalo cauliflower.
Hey Jess, take a look at this with the camera. So this was with 1 1/4 cups, and that is looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Still think it's going to need a little more though. When you compare that this does have a little bit of free sauce in here, so we'll put some more in this one. And let's see how this one looks. Oh, that's looking good too.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
That's looking really good, actually.
All right. So I'm going to put just a touch more.
A splash.
This is another 1/4 cup, but I'm going to short it a little bit and we'll check it one more time. You can always put more in, you can never take it out, is the problem. Okay, we'll let that sit a little bit. You think we're ready, Jess?
I think we are ready. So here's that.
Okay.
Looks pretty good. Everything feels pretty soft. Do a little scoop or two. And so this, the other cauliflower I tried to break up a little bit. This Brian said he cut into smaller pieces.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Cauliflower didn't work?
No, it's not that it didn't work, it's just, it's got a totally different texture.
What's it like? Is it spongy or something?
I don't know.
Huh. Okay.
It's not bad, but it's completely different. And also, it's not as spicy. I think that kind of threw me off a little bit because the other one accidentally got sent to us as spicy, which I like.
So it's a different texture. John, help us out, would you?
Eat a bite of the cauliflower.
Go straight
first.
to the cauliflower. Works or doesn't work?
It works fine, but it is a different texture. It crunches more.
It crunches
Yeah.
more?
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel like,
Really?
It's not a firm crunch. It's like a soft crunch. Whatever that means.
So do you think that that means the inside is not fully rehydrated?
No, it's kind of, it's stringy.
stringy.
Huh.
Yeah, it
It's
doesn't-
like soft. It's almost like if
asparagus.
it's like
It has
asparagus.
the texture of asparagus.
Like,
Well, that's not so bad.
Not at all.
no, like baked asparagus. So it's kind of stringy.
Okay.
It's a little bit crunchy, but it's like soft.
Right. I don't think it would rehydrate anymore.
Okay.
I think that's just the texture of it.
Huh. Okay, but the rest of the flavor, of course, is normal.
Oh
I
yeah.
assume.
There was a piece of okra in there.
Oh, there was?
It isn't.
The flavor without the spice is still really good. The texture on the cauliflower, because I just ate, the fresh, crunchy,
Yeah.
heated up.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay.
I like it. It was just, you could tell that it's like one of those things, you could tell it's freeze-dried a little bit, but not in a bad way. Freeze-dried food is good. It's regular food.
Okay.
Interesting.
All right.
Let's see what Brian thinks.
Okay.
It's not as mild as you think it is. It's still pretty spicy.
It's very flavorful, but I think it has no spice in it.
That is weird that the cauliflower texture came out like asparagus.
That's exactly what it is.
Like the fibers,
Really?
like the fibers sort of separated
Huh.
in the plant itself.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's try it. See what happens here. Huh. Okay. Well, yeah, it's still got good flavor. But the texture is definitely weirder. I mean, it's weird. You know what I mean? It's not, well,
If
not normal.
no. If you gave that to me and said it was cauliflower, I don't know if I would believe you. And I think especially, like I said, after having the fresh stuff, it's completely different.
Yeah, the potato worked great.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't get a potato. I'll find myself a potato.
Okay. I think you guys did a good job explaining what the texture is like. Because I get that after I've tried it. Okay, so I'm not saying this is a fail. But the cauliflower definitely has a different texture in the freeze-dried. It's not bad. The flavor's all there. Okay, well, that's it. Let's move on to the next one.
Baby sheep.
I'm excited to get John's reaction to this because we both love lamb. And I tried a little taste of this as I was, prepping the freeze dryer. Okay, come on, John.
Oh, I'm getting that broccoli.
Okay, well, you can have the broccoli.
There was one broccoli, and John has claimed it.
All right, let's go lamb. It's really good because it's lamb. But definitely the lamb probably overtakes the flavor of the rest of the dish. Yeah.
Yeah. This is really good. Like I said, this is not on the menu, but they'll make it for you if you ask them. Keema Dal. Man, this is really, really good.
So good. I'm gonna get my big piece of broccoli.
Nothing else to say?
That's it.
Leaving them alone to eat.
Yeah, let the boys eat for a little bit.
It's like Indian lamb chili. It's so good. Just goes to show you that vegan food is great when you put a bunch of ground lamb in it.
But you like the vegan food without lamb in it.
That was very good. I really did like that.
Yeah.
That had a really good flavor, and the cauliflower had a great texture to it.
I like the vegan food too.
But this is the bomb.
Yeah, this is terrific.
Yeah.
Man, this would make a good wrap.
Oh, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You can
With a
do
little bit of rice in a wrap.
Pita.
Oh,
Yeah.
in
In
non.
with the raita. Raita?
Is that what that's called,
I
guys?
don't know how to pronounce it.
Okay, well, it's very good. All right.
We love this food.
This is so good.
That's the first stuff, John.
You testing out the textures.
Yeah, what do you think about the consistency on that? You all right?
It seems the
Does it
same
look-
to me.
Okay.
There
Looks
seems
like-
to be like the juices separate a little bit more from
Yeah,
the fresh
okay.
one, and the juices in the water is here. It's a really
There we
smooth
go.
consistency.
I'm crossing my fingers on this one because I hope this works, because I want to make a lot of it.
Okay. It tastes awfully good. The texture is more consistent all the way through.
Like the lentils broke down a little more.
Uniform. Right, the texture's uniform. Oh, but it tastes good. It's very lamb flavored.
Okay, I am thrilled. I am thrilled. Thrilled.
Because you have a giant tray waiting to go into the freeze dryer.
Well, I got 8 more servings of it ready to go in the freeze dryer that I just picked up today. And, Jess, show them. We also have mulligatawny soup. And we're going to freeze dry this. This is insanely good, too.
Lots of soup.
And then, of course, the other 8 servings of the Keema Dal. So that's it. This is a hit. This is a success.
John is doing a happy food dance.
Yeah, sort of. There's a lot of peas in this recipe, and I don't know. I think I got a reputation for not liking peas, but I like them.
But and the texture of them is just perfect. They rehydrated really well, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
They're like little flavored nodules that just kind of pop when you. They're so good. It's all so good.
And although it's really fun to bite into a good chunk of lamb, it is just much safer when it comes to rehydrating to do ground lamb. But when you do ground lamb, the lamb is the whole flavor. So you have to be someone who really likes lamb to eat ground lamb in any recipe. Yum.
Right on. Watch this. He's doing the happy lamb dance.
Side by side thing.
You're doing.
Yeah. And you can see that with the fresh, which is here on your left, my right. Is that how it works? You can see how the juices are separated from the food itself, but you can see how the rehydrated freeze-dried just has this uniform a little bit. And so, you know, if you're one of those persnickety people, you might notice that and say, well, that's not as appetizing as that. But there's no problem here with flavor. Yeah, the ingredients is more separate with the fresh. And that's just, you know, that's just kind of the nature of the game with long shelf life foods. Certain things you got to do, you make little sacrifices. You can't have everything perfect, but you can have it awfully good.
And that's worth the sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I'm with you. All right, well, big success on this. And if you are in town, order some of this. It's yummy. For the Epicenter.com, I'm Epicenter Brian, signing out.